So one of the cool things that I've always done is a rotation on the wall. So when I'm posing curves on the wall, my main objective is to drop this shoulder here at a 45-degree angle down the wall. And that's one thing I do not need to do with a normal body size or a lean, tall body. So let's have a look at the extra options above curves. The wall is the most perfect place to pose. It gives your client something to lean on. They feel safe, they feel secure, they feel solid. And they're not looking for something to do with their hands because they're leaning, and it changes everything with their body language. I love doing just about everything I did with the standing poses on the other video with the wall poses, but using the wall to lean on. So first of all, I start straight on. And the whole point of straight on is that I get her to kick her hip away from the wall and that I get this hand to go around it. So we're going to create shape in her waist by either touching here and bending the elbow slightly or just letting it hang. And the beautiful part is you can do your 5 compositions. Remember to frame into the wall, because the whole point of using the wall in this way is right from this moment here, you're pulling back in your compositions, chin up a little bit, baby smile, and you're using the wall composition on the left and right to do your 2, 3, 4. And I love it for me because it's always the closest thing to the window, chin up a touch more. And she can also use her head on the wall. So she can tip onto the wall, use her body language on the wall, bring it away from the wall and rotate around. So let's have a look how. Come towards me just a tickle, and this time roll around, but then put your booty back. Now, if you create that space where her booty kicks back to the wall, so pull away from the wall and now open your shoulders up to it, then straight away her S-bend goes into the wall. You have this gap here through there so you can see where her body line is. This hand is shaping around her body, and you can get a nice full length shot here. Well, I say full length, chin up, I mean 3. Okay, now go back a little bit more. Keep this position and step away from me, Erika. That's it. And then kick your booty back so there's lots of space around the wall. You can do a gorgeous boudoir down the wall. You can get the shape. And you can go right down to here in terms of composition. It works. It's got a beautiful line. Let me just check my exposure because I feel like that went high all of a sudden. The light must have jumped in our window. But I also love that you can come in and do the side wall. And remember, work the shoulder forward. So work this front shoulder forward towards your chin. That's it. And let them use the wall like this. And it just looks stunning. To me, there's a million different options. Also, if I want, I can get her hands around her boobs here. So this hand goes up. So instead of being spider fingers to the camera, make sure that they come up here. And if she pulls away ever so slightly, because it does get flat here, the hair gets flat here, you've still got this beautiful wall contrast and space. Chin up to me now, good girl. And it really works with the S going around. And chin around a little bit more, shoulder forward. Good girl, that's beautiful. This one, bring it up to connect, that's it, gorgeous. And technically, she's still leaning on the wall. Now, as she moves around from this position, I will take the wall portrait even to the other shoulder, looking back. Like, to me, it is no different than the standing looking back pose, but now I'm just using the wall this way. So I stand out at about 20 degrees. I want to get this gorgeous look back. I want to use the wall, and you can just do this. Roll back onto the wall, stop. Roll back onto the wall a bit more, stop. Chin around to me now, roll back onto the wall, stop. And as she's rolling, every single one of these movements look like poses, and they're really dynamic and really gorgeous. She can also pretty much use the wall. I say put the knee into the wall. So basically she can touch the wall and use the knee here. The mistake I see a lot of people is they turn their body language towards the wall. I don't really want to be up against the wall. I want to be leaning on it and using it as a beautiful pose. So from here, if her hand sits flat enough and it belongs in the image, or sorry, if her elbow's towards the wall. If her hand's just coming out, it doesn't make too much sense, but you can make it work. Long chin, if you just pull it right back to here and use the wall to touch. And then if you're going to touch the wall with 2 hands, you can slide down to just under your boob line and just sort of create that mood where she's using the wall to flirt and pose. Chin up a little bit more and around to me, and that works too. I think about all the million ways you can lean against the wall and all the million ways you can look comfortable, touch your body. Basically everything we did in the standing poses look incredible on the wall poses. So don't be afraid of just trying to get them to lean, touch, turn around, use their body, pull away a little bit, open the shoulders back, use the S, try and create lots of different shapes, slightly tip back towards the wall with your chin, but chin up a little bit more, not so much. That's a girl. Bring this arm back to the wall. Make sure you create some space between the arm, the wall, and chin back to me a little bit more. Stop. That's beautiful. And then don't be afraid of coming forward and backwards, but I think you'll find that you will not be stuck with wall poses from here on in.